Mangroves are unique trees and shrubs located along sheltered coastlines in tropical and subtropical latitudes. Mangroves, which can refer to both the individual tree or shrub as well as the forest, are identified by their leafy green canopies and stilted roots that exist above and below the salty water. This is in part what makes mangroves unique, their ability to survive and thrive in saltwater ecosystems with poorly oxygenated soil.
Now, seagrass, even though they're very different in size, all have a very common plan, and that is that they are modular plants, a little bit like the lawn that you might see in front of a building or in front of your house. They have modules that are made up of leaves, a rhizome, which is actually a word that means underground stem, and roots that are rooted into the sediment. There's some other elements in this picture, and you can see that they actually grow from the tip. So they grow outward, and they can fill a whole meadow by growing along through this underground stem.
Mangroves are clusters of diverse trees and shrubs that grow in tidal coasts. This tangle of groves, which are salt-tolerant, stabilize the coastline, reduce erosion from storm surges, currents, waves, and tides. The intricate root system of mangroves is home to a multitude of organisms.
Grasses could be key to reversing global warming. Global warming happens because of a whole host of reasons, but one of the simplest is that there's too much carbon dioxide and not enough oxygen in our atmosphere. One of the side effects of this is increasingly acidic oceans. Seagrass helps with this issue by producing oxygen in abundance, decreasing the acidity of its immediate surroundings. Seagrass is called the lungs of the sea. The average tree produces 260 pounds of oxygen per year. A square meter of seagrass produces over double this at 570 pounds of oxygen per year. To put seagrass's effectiveness into perspective, let's think about it this way. All sea plants, including seagrasses, kelp, and plankton, make up 0.05% of the plant biomass on land and produce roughly the same amount of oxygen each year as those land-based plants. Furthermore, unlike kelp that only grows in cooler waters, the different types of seagrass can grow in waters with most temperatures and even waters up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. So seagrass produces more oxygen than any terrestrial plant, helps corals to live, and provides a natural habitat for turtles and other animals. You're probably thinking, if this stuff is so great, someone should be planting more of it. And I completely agree. Seagrasses are a truly amazing group of plants. They are something that gives me hope for the environment. They oxygenate waters to decrease acidification and can help corals to be vital. This in turn creates more oxygen and can allow marine communities to grow. I'm optimistic about the future of our planet because of marine plants like seagrasses and kelp.
A recent study from University of Washington stated that 29% of seagrass meadows have disappeared in all areas of the globe since 1879, and the rate of decline has been raised exponentially. There are many reasons for this decline. All of them are human being caused. So these include dredging, seaports, coastal developments, and indirect impacts from declining water quality.
Scientists and community members are attempting to slow the decline of seagrass or replant and restore those meadows that have disappeared. Techniques used for restoration depend on the scale of the decline, the species used, and the conditions of the area to be restored. Restoration is done by either transplanting adult plants or collecting seeds from an existing meadow and spreading them in a restoration area. Restoration is costly, time-consuming, and not always 100% successful. National law helps protect seagrasses in different ways. Section 404 of the Clean Water Act protects seagrasses by controlling the disposal of dredged materials. Section 10 of the Rivers and Harbors Act protects seagrasses by regulating the building of structures in the water. The Endangered Species Act protects one species of seagrass, the Halophilia johnsoni, and lists all other species as critical for fish habitats.
What up, world? It's your boy, just one of the guys down here. Well, I could be more specific. I'm a human. And just wanted to, for the sake of all of us Earthlings out there, just wanted to say,